Hi guys, it's Freshie About Town here, and welcome. If you haven't subscribed, please subscribe. And this is I'm going to call it a bit of a rant. The missus and I, Flo and I, have decided we need a holiday, and I've not actually been on a holiday the whole year due to the COVID thing. So we had lots of plans, and we had places that we wanted to go. I think this year we had planned to go to Greece, a quick trip to France, to Paris, and possibly do Italy. And we did play around with the thought of going to the missus' favorite place in, is it Thailand or Indonesia? Bali. Yes, so we did make quite a lot of plans towards Bali. Qatar Airways offered us what do you call it, discounted flights. So we only had to pay for the taxes, not the flights, or we had to pay. Yeah, I think that's what they offered us. So we had to pay only the taxes. So yeah, we're very much looking forward to a trip to what do you call it, Bali sometime in May, or I think we opted for April, which is in between us and the missus' birthday and my birthday. So that's nice if we went on the trip based on one person's birthday. Anyway, so yeah, because of COVID, we couldn't go anywhere. We've been stuck in the house for so long, and we've decided to go on a trip. So we looked at where we could go, and in terms of the cost of flying to wherever we wanted to go, we could easily go back to Accra for next to nothing. So, yeah, we've decided to go back to Accra. I know I haven't been. I just checked my passport the other day and I noticed I only have about 6 weeks left of visa. I usually get myself a 1 year visa to Accra, and I only have about 6 weeks left on it. So that means we have to go and come back fairly quickly before my visa runs out. I've been told the Ghana embassy in London has changed most of its visa requirements, whereby in the past you had to go in there and get your visa. I think everything is being done by post now, so you complete your form online, make the necessary payment that you need to make, then send it off to them with what you call it, a pre I'm getting my words wrong, a stamped envelope enclosing it so that they can return your passport back to you. And I'm not sure how long it takes, but I've been told it takes around 2 to 3 weeks. Well, it depends on on what stamped envelope you enclose. So if you do a same day return, then I guess you get it fairly quick. So yeah, as we decided to fly to Accra, I was looking into what my options are, and as you can see, I do have a British passport and I do have a Ghanaian passport. I barely use the Ghanaian passport, and actually I only got this sometime last year because it makes life a lot more easier when you're doing stuff in Ghana. So anything official you can actually present it. If not, you have to carry your British passport everywhere, which does not open a lot of doors. But in terms of flying to Accra, I prefer the ease of flying with a British passport, not waiting around in queues. Well, we're still in the EU, so it's easier that way. And yeah, so that's what we decided to do. So we did find out about the president's new rules. Actually, as soon as he made up his mind that the borders were open, we decided, yeah, might as well just go quickly, spend some time with family, see some friends, and I desperately need a holiday. I just need to get out of home. I need to get out of London because I've been here for far too long. And for someone who currently works at home, it's getting a bit mad for me. As in, I never leave the four corners of the house on some days, especially when I'm quite busy. That means from the moment I wake up to the time I go back to bed, it's just being indoors really, and I desperately need a new place to be. So yeah, we've decided to fly to Accra. And oh, I don't know who's calling me. I'll jump back into it. So yeah, sorry, I've sorted out the phone call. I didn't actually answer the phone call, but hey, the life of an introvert. So where was I? So yeah, we've been looking into the requirements that the president has brought, and it's a bit of a pain. So excuse me, my voice is all over the place. So to get to Accra, we need to get a COVID test done in the UK. The cheapest we found is around £110. The most expensive is around £200, as in for the both of us to get it done. and we have to do it again when we get to Accra for the cost of $150 each. So that's going to cost us $300. And I'm thinking, just to go to Accra, I'm paying, let's say, $200, £200 to get the COVID test done in the UK, get to Accra within 3 days, and I have to do it all over again. And I'm thinking, if I get infected, there's no way it's going to show in whatever test I do in Accra. And I'm really hoping that I don't have to do, or we don't have to do another one when we're flying back. So it doesn't make much sense to me at all. At least they've stopped that whole having to stay in a hotel for 14 days, which when we checked during the COVID time, because I was bored in the house on furlough, and I thought maybe, yeah, instead of being in the UK, we could quickly escape to Accra because the virus was quite low in Accra as well. So why be in the UK if we could be in a much safer place? Anyway, we looked into it, and it would cost us about 1,000. It was about £1,000 to stay in a hotel for 14 days. So obviously we scrapped that idea. But from the look of things, it's going to cost us as much anyway, because flying to Accra, luckily the tickets are a bit on the cheap, well, I say cheap side. We use Skyscanner, and the minute that we started searching for tickets, the following day that when we decided to actually buy the ticket price has gone up by almost 75 to £100, which was quite annoying. But hey, what can you do? So yeah, um, I think that's about it for my rant. So yeah, we've decided to visit Accra, and I intend to. It's not as if I don't do it. I always do it on my Instagram anyway. But in this, now that I actually have a working YouTube channel, I thought maybe, yeah, I'll try as much as possible. As I say, I'll try and document as much of the trip as I possibly can. Starting off with packing a suitcase for Accra, what bits and pieces you need to get when going to Accra. Um, well, the other thing you have to bear in mind is also getting all those injections. I think I need to refresh mine. I've not had them since I can't remember the last time I went to the GP to get those injections sorted. So yeah, lots to do, and hopefully to give me enough content to put on here. I don't really want this to be too long. It's already 7 minutes long, and I know my voice is quite annoying, and not everyone wants to listen to me for this long. So yeah, decision made. We're flying to Accra. Spend some time in Accra. I don't really want to say how long we'll be there for, but it's hopefully it's just going to be a quick trip. We do miss the family, and we do miss some of our friends, obviously some. So yeah, quickly go to Accra. I'll come back, and frankly speaking, one of the main reasons we're having to fly to Accra is we've run out of all the Ghana stuff that we have in the house. So I know you can get Maggie cubes and all the other bits and pieces in the UK, but it costs an absolute fortune to buy them here. So it's best to go back to Accra, get mum some dried fish. We've run out of fish for kenke as well. You know how much I love my kenke, and all the other bits and pieces that we get from Accra. So I'm very much looking forward to visiting Accra. There's so many things I want to do that I haven't done in almost a year. For someone who travels to Accra, I used to do 3 trips a year, to not going almost to, we're in the ninth month of the year and I've not even been yet. It's a bit much for me. So yeah, I think we're moving to a period where we'll probably do just 1 trip a year, because I still want to see the rest of the world. I don't want to spend so much money going to Accra. I know Accra very well now, and I do not get that same level of pleasure that I used to get when I fly to Accra. Anyway, I've ranted for far too long. I don't want this to be a 10-minute long video. So, yeah, the next couple of videos you're going to see will be about us being in Accra or getting ready to go to Accra. And yeah, hopefully it'll be interesting. Once again, thank you very much to all those who've subscribed, who like my videos, who comment and do all the other bits and pieces. And I've also noticed the more content I put up, the more my subscribers go up. So rather than just leaving and expecting it to go up, it doesn't work that way. So once again, thank you. Comment, like, subscribe. Also do share the video as well. It helps out a lot. So yeah, I'll see you on the next video. Thanks.